A new 4-star, the messenger of the Anemo Archon himself, Dahlia is here, and I'm sure many of you guys have already taken a liking to him as he has a very interesting personality. In this video, I will cover everything you need to know about him, so without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Starting with his kit, Dahlia is a hydro character that uses sword. His skill summons something called as Scaramental Shower. If you tap it, it will summon it in front of him, and if you hold it, you can control its position. If a character touches it, they will be launched in air, and if an enemy touches it, they will take hydro damage. This skill, even though not impressive, could be very amusing in co-op as you can launch your friends in air. His particle generation is below average. On using his burst, he will deal damage and generate a shield based on max HP and gives a buff called Favonian Favor for 12 seconds. Now this Favonian Favor can provide different effects. When under this effect, if a party member hits an opponent with the normal attacks, Dahlia gets 1 Benison stack. He gets 2 stacks if a frozen reaction is triggered while under this effect every 8 seconds. Now this Benison stack is consumed to create a new shield if the existing shield is broken. It can be regenerated up to 4 times in a single instance of this effect. Also, while under the Favonian effect, for every 1000 max HP Dahlia has, the character will get an attack speed increase of 0.5% up to 20%. This means he needs a total of 40k HP for max buff. The burst has an energy cost of 60 and a cooldown of 15 seconds. The burst does have a decent multiplier which scales on attack, so if you are someone that want to see big numbers, his burst can help you see that if you want to build damage on him. For his talent priority, you only need to level his burst for shield and skip his skill and normal attacks. Moving on to his constellations. Most of the 4-star characters' potential is locked behind their constellations, usually making their underwhelming kit a lot better. But for Dahlia, even his constellations cannot save him. The first one gives him 2.5 energy for every Benison stack he gets. That is a total of 10 energy, which is quite good as it makes building him easier. The second constellation just increases the shield strength. The fourth constellation increases the duration of his burst effect by 3. The sixth constellation gives an additional 10% attack speed buff to characters under the effect of his burst and revives the character back to 100% HP if they die, kind of like Barbara's constellations. For his combo, it is just skill and burst then swap out. Before we move on to his build, there's a small announcement I would like to make. I have started a Discord server for my channel for both Genshin and WoWa. I know it's a bit late, but I will be hosting a giveaway there soon for reaching 20k subs. Not now, I need to do some research on how to host one correctly. I was planning to do this for quite a while, but I didn't get time to set up a dedicated server back then. In the meantime, feel free to join the server, hang out and connect with the community. Moving on to his weapons. The standard support weapon Favonia's Sword is Dahlia's best in slot as it solves his energy issues and also provides energy for the team, making it a really comfortable option even though it doesn't have any offensive buffs. For buffing the team, the Key of Khajnisut is a fantastic option as it gives a ton of HP, helping you to reach the required amount of HP and also buffs the elemental mastery of the team. However, it is not usable in all teams as only teams like Vaporize or Melt can benefit from this buff. Freedom Stone is also a viable option. You need to make sure you trigger reaction with both his skill and burst. However, this weapon doesn't provide any useful stat for him, making it difficult to build Dahlia. Other options include swords that provide HP or energy regen if you don't have Favonius available. Moving on to his artifact sets. There are 2 best support sets for him, one is the Noblesse Oblige and the other one is the Scroll of the Hero of Cinder City. The Noblesse Oblige is best for teams with attack scaling DPS, and the Scroll set is good for teams that don't benefit from attack buffs. It reduces his energy requirements by a bit, and you need to make sure that he triggers the correct reaction either with his skill or burst. Even though he cannot fully utilize this set, it is still better than nothing. Moving on to his artifact stats. For Dahlia, you only care about HP for his shield and energy regen to get his burst back on time. For his energy requirements, even though his energy cost is low, his particle generation is very bad, so the requirements can go up to as high as 250%. However, with a Favonia's Sword or another Hydro unit like Xingqiu, you can lower it to 180 to 200%. For his Sands, you will mostly need ER to meet his high energy requirements, or HP Sands works with Favonia's Sword or with another Hydro unit in the team. For Goblet, HP %, and for Circlet as well, you will need HP % or a crit rate Circlet if you are using Favonia's Sword. Make sure to have at least around 50% crit rate to trigger its passive. From substats, try to reach the required amount of energy regen, then go all in for HP. With Favonius, you may also want to look for some crit rate. Moving on to his team comps. Dahlia works as a sustained support. However, aside from his shield and attack speed buff, as he cannot provide any other major benefit like offensive buffs or synergy with other top tier supports like Furina, he is not that great of an option. But he is completely viable if you wish to use him, cause I am sure many have already fallen in love with his personality. You can use him with any DPS character that deals motion normal attack damage. Skirk being one of them, as Dahlia being a Hydro is good for her and she can take benefit of the attack speed buff. His replenishing shield can help Skirk activate the Calamity of Heshu Sword, which is a really strong weapon for her if you have it at higher refinements. Other Hydro or Cryo characters that benefit from normal attack damage like Risley, Child, Ayato can slot in here. Not only Cryo or Hydro but other teams like with Wanderer, Arlecchino, Yoimiya, etc. can make use of him. All in all, Dahlia is regrettably just a 4-star. Apparently, power creep only exists in 5 stars and 4 stars are just getting worse. I was really looking forward to playing with him due to his fun personality. Nevertheless, he is a usable character, not really the best one, but pretty much viable in a lot of teams. And that's all for this video. Don't forget to join my Discord server. Make sure to like and share the video and subscribe for more Genshin Impact content. Thanks for watching.